Oh, look at here. We got Mr. Chuck Fieldson. He got a handful of food here. All right, Chuck, we're going to do a quick interview with you. Now, Chuck has been someone who is in JP's hometown area of upstate New York. What you got there to eat, Chuck?
Sports nutrition. I got beef brisket, mac and cheese, and coleslaw.
Is this your usual race diet?
No, but I'm in Florida on vacation and I'm eating dinner by myself. This is it.
So now that you're not taking care of a team anymore, has your diet gone to shit too?
We'll talk about that later.
All right, we're gonna do rapid fire questions here. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Clips or flats?
Clips.
Jump or manual?
Manual.
Wheels or no wheels?
Wheels.
All right, we like wheels. Wheels get you around the track pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna be over. I'm gonna eat half of your food in a little bit. So thank you very much. Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Love you all and love the sport.
All right. How much did you spend this weekend, Chuck?
I'm not talking about it. My wife's home and I'm here.
Uh-oh. Does that mean you're doing something naughty, Chuck?
No, that means I'm spending what I gotta spend.
All right, we know what that means. We won't tell on you. We'll make sure you get home safe and don't get in trouble. How'd you end up today?
Third.
Third?
Third out of 4. I was down 61. But the thing is, I raced the coldest race in history at Griffin Park in New York, 4 below zero at midnight on New Year's Eve. So I will have raced the coldest and oldest race in history.
The coldest and oldest. Not many people can say that, folks. But Chuck is here to say the coldest and oldest.
Sometimes I feel that that's how I feel.
How do your knees feel these day and age?
My knees are good this year. I still a little bit of sports nutrition I need to square up. I'm getting a little bit of rubbery legs, but my knees are holding up this year. Yeah.
Do you take the glucosamine?
Of course. I'm 100.
All right. How much glucosamine do you take on a daily basis?
I don't know. Whatever they put in the pill.
Sounds like you're taking some Viagra to me. I don't know about that.
Maybe I should have today. I wouldn't have got third.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in front of you if that was the case.
Good point.
So you drove this baby down here?
Came from New York in the storm, drove 8 hours in a severe storm, and this is my apartment for the weekend. The YMCA is letting me take showers and stuff, so I'm clean. I eat my
Are you sure about that, Chuck?
Clean.
You wiped your butt today?
I did all that. I got her done good. And
I'm not going to check, but I'm going to take your word for that.
I'm going to head from here to the Y to take another shower. But this is home. The front seat might look a little messy, but I've got... Let me turn the light on here.
All right, so Chuck's going to give us a little tour around his Shaggin Wagon.
I've got my refrigerator, as you can see, which is an igloo cooler full of food and drinks. I got my bike safe inside where it's bone dry, clean. Up to the right up here, you'll see a table there. My head goes under the table. My pillows are up there. I've got a mattress on the floor, as comfortable as can be. My clothes are in a dresser up there. They're on the shelf. Food, snacks, anything you'd need. And I've got my curtains up. Nobody can see in. You know, it's private, and I'm camping at the track, but I've been known to stay in service areas like this, and it's pretty secure.
I would say so. So do you have a name for this? Is it called the Shaggin Wagon?
I haven't named this one yet.
Come on, Chuck, you got to come up with a name right now. Immediately. What's the name?
I'll take some input from you on that one.
The Stabbin' Wagon?
Nah.
The Shaggin Wagon?
I got to approve it with my wife.
Oh, okay. We see how it is.
That's a wife approval thing. Yeah, that's a wife approval. Here I'm in the 66 and over class this year. I'm going to do a few nationals, see if I can make some noise, and we'll go from there.
So does anybody in your class call yourselves the geezer class?
If we're geezers, we're quick old geezers.
So who is your favorite BMXer of all time? Does it start with the initials JPP?
I was gonna say there's a pretty cool dude. You know.
Yeah, you can say it. Who is your favorite BMXer of all time?
Probably John Paul. We've known each other a long time. I'll tell you what, John Paul never realized, but early in my career, I'd be in staging and I'd get a little worked up for the mains, and I'd be up in staging, and we'd have a little couple words before we went to go up in the chutes and stuff. And it was things like that with him. And, there were a couple other guys. But JP always used to look over at me. I'd look over at him, and we'd give each other a nod and tell each other good luck. And that was just kind of a confirmation that it's time, and we know what we're doing here, and it's time to go.
Give that old wink and stage, and you know what's on.
Yeah, and it worked. It was helpful a lot of times that he didn't even know about it. So
you're saying JP helped you by giving you the wink and staging?
Well, we'll be cautious on the wink part, but staging.
It was the wink. We know it.
Okay, you got it.
What do you do with the dogs when you're in the Shaggin Wagon?
They're with us. We
You
never
pack them in?
dogs. We never go without the dogs. My wife would board me before the dogs. So the dogs are with us every weekend. So 2 dogs, 2 birds, and a tank full of fish.
Do you bring the fish on your races?
That's an adventure. I don't know. No, we're going to leave the fish at home. I'll have somebody feed them.
What are your fish names?
I didn't name the fish, but the birds are Freddie and Frida.
Are they parakeets?
No, they're finches, and they're in love.
The finches are in love with one another?
They're in love. They
I mean,
sleep in a
Chuck,
nest together.
you really didn't give much of a choice, did you now?
They're in bed at 7 o'clock at night in the nest. You see 2 little heads sticking out.
Do you cover their cage in the evening?
No, we don't do that. I don't want to do that. That freaks them out. They think you're confining them. So, but my wife's she's an animal lover, so she's good with the dogs. Our dogs are, the number one, and the birds. She's a good lady.
Do you feel like the birds love you back?
I know they do. Frida winks at me all the time.
Oh, your little lady might get jealous of that bird, and she might disappear.
Freddie don't really like when Frida winks at me. I know. I can tell.
Oh, you got 2 that are out for you now.
Yeah.
Do you think if you let Freddie and Frida out that they would return?
I think so.
Now, do they really love you if that's the case?
They pretty good. They got a pretty good gig at our house, I'll tell you. They eat fresh food every day, and they get fresh food every day. So yeah, I think they'd come back. They know where it is.
Probably because they know they'd freeze their ass off outside.
Yeah, right. I live in New York.
Yeah, we know how it is with the birds.
Little trailer or
Stash
something.
is getting a little itchy here, Chuck. What do you think? It feels itchy. Does it look itchy?
I don't know, but I'm not touching it.
No?
No, that ain't happening.
I wasn't gonna ask you, dude.
I ain't gonna.
It needs some petting right now. It's a little itchy.
Okay, well,
I want to itch it, but I don't want to itch it. You know what I'm saying? All right, Chuck. So when you're on the road, who is your hairdresser?
At this point, there's not one required. I've got 6 hairs on the back. As you can see, there's only 6 left.
I feel like you're trying to cop my style here, Chuck.
And there's that.
What do you think of my tail?
There you go.
It's glorious, baby. You know it.
You got it.
I think you're competing with me.
You got it, baby.
I'm jealous. You've been doing yours a little longer.
This hole back here.
A hole? All right, show the people the hole, Chuck. Get in there real close to the camera there.
There's the hole.
All right, there's the hole right there. All right.
So, I never knew I had the hole till I was in the bathroom one day, and I happened to look with a different mirror or something, and I yelled to my wife. I said, "When did this happen?" She said, "About 5 years ago."
God damn, she didn't tell you.
She didn't tell me, and I didn't know.
Did you think she was just sparing your feelings?
I do know when it's raining now, though.
How do you know when it's raining?
Because it hits a bald spot.
The halo starts feeling it in?
It's a bald spot before the hair. So,
you feel the tingly in the bald spot?
Oh, yeah. You were talking about baths, and if you're going to have a shaggin' wagon, you got to have class. You got to have some class, or you're just a...
Nothing says class like the Shaggin Wagon.
But over on that far side over there's 5-gallon jugs of water. And I can take a sponge bath, top to bottom, wash my hair, brush my teeth, and shave with 1.5 gallons of water.
Now that's conservation right there.
Walmart parking lot.
Where do you put the bath water, Chuck?
Well, you dump the water over your head. We've been doing it for years. BMXers are different. I mean, we've been doing this for years. We've pulled into parking lots with 3 different minivans full of people, and in the morning you're out there brushing your teeth and people are looking at you oddly, but this is what we do.
I'm not going to dispute that. BMXs are a certain breed, that's for sure. So where do you put the spit water and the bath water?
That's what the parking lot's for.
Just lay it all over the place.
We've had birthday parties in Walmart parking lots.
Shit, I got people complaining about me putting fucking baby's dish soap on my butt going down a water slide, and you're out here fucking filthing up the parking lot.
You got it. I got to do that slide, by the way.
All right, Chuck, you're up. You're on deck for my giant water slide. Folks, if you haven't seen the giant water slide, I'm gonna leave some clips down below. You're gonna check that baby out. We made the biggest goddamn water slide you ever seen, and we got a BMX ramp going into the water. Chuck, you gonna hit the BMX ramp on the Grant Island?
I'll hit both. Am I going to be the oldest?
You will officially, by far, be the oldest if you do go off that. Both.
I'll do it.
All right, Chuck, you're gonna have you sign a waiver. You know that, right?
I'll do it.
All right, we're gonna hold that to you. So when you get up there, we're gonna see you go flopping around in the air, all right?
I'm old. I got nothing to lose. I can do this.
We like the way you think, Chuck. We like the way you think.
Okay, my man.
When you got nothing to lose, that's when life gets interesting, baby. Where are you off to next, Chuck? Are you going across the street?
I'm going to take a shower over here at the Y. Take a shower at the Y, and you could probably go there and do something with that stash that's itching. Maybe throw a little.
What would they do at the Y for my stash? What do you think they could do over there?
I don't know. I think maybe a little soap and water and whatever.
They got soap over at the Y?
Yeah, just push it. Push the button on the wall. It'll squirt you.
Oh, it's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that soap. You know that soap really well, don't you, Chuck?
Soap. I don't know.
You like the soap, don't you,
I
Chuck?
know the soap. I'm out on the soap.
I know what you're saying. I got you. I read you loud and clear, Chuck.
I'm out on the soap. I've never picked up the soap. If I drop the soap, it's staying there.
Well, the soap's on the wall. It's just liquid at this point.
It's staying there.
I think that you lobbied to have them change that so you didn't have to pick it up anymore.
I ain't picking nothing up off the floor.
Are you sure about that, Chuck?
Positive.
All right, we'll take your word for that because I ain't going to test you on that one anymore.
We're good.
All right, so besides taking a shower, we're going to let you go here, Chuck, because we're running out of battery, goddammit. And we got no more film. We're using up all the space on you, Chuck, so we got to get rid of you. Sorry.
Take care of yourself and get that ramp ready.
Oh, that ramp's already ready. You make yourself
Show
ready.
up.
Just show up and we'll give you the bach, and you don't need to do nothing. Just hold your breath and go floundering off that jump, and we'll appreciate watching you make a fool of yourself.
I'll be there.
All right, my friend.